Good morning, everybody. I've been having issues with Alice, so I said basically, fuck it, we ball. And somebody recommended that I play Ace Attorney because I said I had never played it before, and I know it's kind of an iconic game. Objection is such a meme. So I'm going to go ahead and go into experiencing the Ace Attorney series for the first time. I heard it's kind of a point and click game, which I'm a huge fan of the original like Nancy Drew games, so this should be fun. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Agree. Oh, okay. Let's begin. New game. Play this game. Play the first one, of course. Episode 1, the first turnaround. Yeah. What? The first turnabout. Look at this art style, though. Before we hop right on into it, this art style is very cool looking. I love these kind of like tarot card deal going on here. This is really cool. Yeah, let's go for it. Gasp, gasp. Oh, he's bleeding. Oh shit. Damn it, why me? I don't know why I think he talks like this. I can't get caught, not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Who? Like who? I'll make it look like he did it. Oh, we're just jumping right on in here, aren't we? August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Are we gonna meet the thing? Yeah, here we go, we're beating the icon. Also, this is my mug for today. It's Disney Princess. Boy, I'm nervous. Mia. Right! Oh, who's Mia? Oh, hi, Chief. Oh, someone got a crush on the Chief, huh? Whew, I'm glad I made it in time. Well, I have to say, Pheonix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. This says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons why I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Mia. I gotta make up some voices for these people. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. I don't know how to do it for Pheonix until I actually hear him, but I feel like she would talk like this. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Now, why am I making this guy sound like this? I have no idea why. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Oh, Larry. We got Larry. Of course his name's Larry. Also, I know that the voice actor of Pheonix Wright is most played by Sam Riegel. And if you know Sam Riegel, he's everywhere. I watch him on Critical Role, so yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Oh. My name is Pheonix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Okay, call that simple. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy, they say, was an unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butt. His name is Butts. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Kids can be cruel, can't they? Kids can definitely be cruel, can't they? Jesus. It's usually the butts. In the 23 years I'd known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. And I know better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart. And that I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. All right. When do we get to, like, the hidden object stuff? August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Objection! I can't wait to get to that iconic line. It's really all I know about this series. Is objection! Court is now in session for the trial. Okay, I gotta make voices for these guys. I'm gonna try, okay? We're gonna try to make voices. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge, and for your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Handshaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry Butts. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what is the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read my case report covers so many times. Oh shit, can I look at my court record? Tab. I have to press tab. It's, no. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Pheonix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Oh, of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in your court record. Just press the tab and check it any time, okay?
How do they know? How are they getting a little bit meta by telling me what to do? Anyway.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who's the victim in this case? Her name is Cindy. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was
hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon in this case was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
The statue has been added to your court record. Alrighty. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition that you have in court. Use the tab to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that may help your client's case. I'm getting the voices mixed up for these characters. This is a shit show. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope that he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, I gotta get back in this guy's voice. Payne? For some reason, I feel like he talks like a Poindexter. I'm trying to get into a voice for him. Mr. Butts, what would you describe as generally when we mean dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She just had returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. I don't know why I'm giving him a British accent now. That guy's hard to give an accent to. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Oh, that's interesting. The victim apparently arrived at home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Okay.
Indeed. She appears to have returned one day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but it did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Imagine this being in an actual courtroom, though. Imagine this being in an actual courtroom, though, and having the term sugar daddies brought up. I don't know, but I don't think I could be an attorney, because if I heard a thing like sugar daddies in court, I would not be able to stay calm. I would at least start laughing a little bit. So maybe it's a good thing I decided to do this as a job and not an attorney. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We clearly see this was some kind of woman, this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Oh, what should I do? Wait and see what happens. The messy bitch in me wants to go, yes, let's wait and see what happens, and he keeps talking. But, like, this is my client, so I don't think I want him to keep talking. He seems in a lot of distress. Poor Mr. Butts. He was already gifted with a bad last name. The whole school bullied him. And now he's, like, being accused of murder. Ugh. Yeah, stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof. Wince.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant?
That cheating she-dog.
I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh, God.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motives are clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Gulp.
Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. He went there. What do I do? Have him answer honestly, stop him from answering. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna stop him from answering. He is saying a lot of unnecessary stuff. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Oh shit! They got the man that found the victim's body? Just before making their gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Oh shit.
Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. I have a feeling I'm not doing this right.
On the day of the
murder, my witness was selling newspapers to the victim's building. Please bring in Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, this guy just looks like a sleazy motherfucker. This Mr. Sawit looks like a sleazy motherfucker. He does. This guy looks like a sleazy-ass motherfucker. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? I feel like he's the kind of guy that just goes like this all the time.
Yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony. This is so, like, action-y. It almost feels like combat. Witness's account. I thought he must
be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I took a look inside the apartment, and when I saw her laying there, a woman, not moving, dead, I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought I'd call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't even working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Oh, it ain't looking good. Ah, shit. Are we supposed to lose this case? Are we supposed to lose? And, like, that's how we jumpstart this whole game?
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the victim's phone in the apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have the record of the blackout for your pursual. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6. I feel like that's important. From noon to 6. So, did somebody cut the power off deliberately so they could kill her? Possible T? The people that have already played this, let me know your thoughts. Okay.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, Your Honor. Poor boy's like, this is my first day on the job and I'm already dealing with basically a life or death situation. Our poor guy, Pheonix. Our poor guy.
You may begin your cross-examination. Ooh, my favorite part of real court cases, baby! I love a cross-examination. It gets so heated sometimes. This should be good. This should be good. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? Was he lying? Your client is innocent, right?
Then that witness must have lied in his testimony.
Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence on hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with the tab and then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Okay, so he says he was going door to door selling subscriptions when he saw a man fleeing the apartment. Because he left the door half behind him tapped. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. So he said this guy said he came around 1 o'clock, which doesn't really do anything. The victim arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder, the statue of the thinker, Cindy's autopsy report. Wait a minute. The electricity was out from noon to 6. And in her autopsy report, it said she died around 5 or 6 p.m. This guy said he came around 1. But she wasn't dead until 4 o'clock. Am I getting that correctly? I think it was strange. I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in front and found myself unable to go inside. I thought I'd call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1. Yeah. How do I present this, E? Objection. There we go. You found the body at 1 p.m., are you sure? Yes. It was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy note that the time of death was at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How did you explain this 3-hour gap? Yeah, there we go. Got you, bitch. Oh, I'm having fun. I'm having real fun with this. This is a he does kind of sound like that. I got the voice right. That guy does sound like that. This is trivial. The witness forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowich, why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. You put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
Oh, he's gonna... Why are we giving him the chance? He already... This guy already had his chance to give a testimony. The fuck? The time of discovery. This bitch.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
What?
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I don't buy it. You heard a voice saying it was a taped video program. Mr. White, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. Alright. When I found the body, I heard the time. Let me check the evidence again. Statue of the Thinker, rather heavy. Oh, there we go. Because the electricity was out, so how could the TV be running? Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Oh, got you again, bitch. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sowich?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite.
Ah!
Wait, I remember now. Oh god, not again.
The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. This constant corrections are harming your credibility. Well, that to you seem rather distraught.
Yeah, dude's sweating his ass off.
My apologies, Your Honor. It, must have been the shock of finding the body.
Yeah, right. This guy is lying his ass off.
It, must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowett. Let's hear your testimony one more time, please.
But we've already caught this bitch in 2 lies. I think he's pretty much done here. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, well, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock.
I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine.
Gladly. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Nah, baby. Nah, that was the murder weapon. Wait just a minute. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how are you supposed to be a clock? How's this supposed to be a clock? Well, with your objections and your evidence.
Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sowett.
Hey, I saw it wasn't there, okay? It's just a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see.
So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Yeah, he's a bull-faced fucking liar. Yeah, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony, exactly. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock was to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he would have had to go in the apartment, right? Went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah, prove it. Prove it I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I'll prove that you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sowett, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This was all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate?
Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never look. The clock. I heard, no, I just saw, You threw your toupee at us? Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, I hate you! Well, it was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sowett heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Court record. It's a heavy statue. Wouldn't it be clear because there was nothing else on in the apartment? If it has batteries in it, it wouldn't have went out with the blackout. Our profiles. Discovered Miss Stone's body, newspaper salesman. Evidence. I just want to check everything over, because this seems like a very big thing. Blackout record. Like, the electricity went out, though. What was our options? Examine the clock's batteries. Ask the neighbors. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock, here, in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Back! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sowett heard at the actual time of death. I think we picked a good one. So, Mr. Sowett, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
The electricity was out from noon to 6. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal!
You lawyers are all slime.
Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Ah, crap. Not so fast, Mr. Sowett. I forgot she was here. I forgot she was even here. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I
I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove it. Well, yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Let's look at the court record again. Think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow. Noon to 6. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words, let's see you pull this one off. Well, let's see this evidence that was... I don't want to fumble this. Is there something in the... I feel like it's her passport because the victim arrived home from Paris on 7:30, so she was gone. Maybe that's it? I think it's either the blackout record or the passport. I don't want to fumble the bag. This is a hard decision. What do I do? Oh, what do I do? I feel like I made a mistake. I feel like I've done a mistake. I feel like I made a mistake. Oh no. Oh shit, no. What am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to deliberately fumble? I feel like I'm doing rather well, though. Let's think about it. Let's see this evidence that proves the way why the clock was running slow. I think it's because it's like the thing was heavy. Her time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. The statue's heavy. I feel like it's her passport. Okay, hang on. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. And she died around 4. Noon, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I sat here and I thought about it for a very long time. And I think it's because okay, this is why I think it's the passport. I'm thinking about this very logically.
The music's kind of distracting me a little bit, but this is why I think it was slow. I think it's because she had taken it with her, maybe, to Paris, and there's a time difference, right? I looked up the time difference between, like, how far from me particularly, and it's roughly like a few hours to Paris from me. So I'm gonna say it's the passport. It might not be right, but I've been sitting here for a very long time just thinking it through between these two things. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with my gut and say it's the passport. I hope I'm right. Oh, I hope I didn't fumble this. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and there is a difference of 9 hours. Then it's 4 p.m. here, and it's 1 a.m. on the next day here. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Okay, I think I made the right decision. The clock hadn't reset since her returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sowit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Nah. Did he bite a frickin', like, pill? Like, Nazi pill? Like a nightlock pill or something from, like, the Hunger Games? Why bro Froman at the mouth suddenly and passing out?
Order, I say.
Well, this case was certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Woo, we did it! We did it! We did it! Hell yeah! Let's fucking go! He has been arrested and taken away, Your Honor. Very well.
Mr. Wright?
Yeah, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think we've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprits at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, it's a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Woo! We did it! We saved our boy! Let's go! This is so much fun. I'm having a fucking blast.
And with that, court is adjourned.
I'm having a fucking blast. Turns out that Frank Sowit was just a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to see... he posed as a newspaper salesman to see what happens when people were out of their houses. He was a fucking cat burglar. Oh, shit. Hang on, I need to grab the charger for my laptop. 1 second. And on that day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sowit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sowit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought for your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end with such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life was over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. She's gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Never mind. What's that supposed to mean? Girl was getting her bag. What does that mean? Girl was getting her bag. What the fuck?
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yeah, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. Don't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate dinner, movie, my treatment.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
The murder weapon? Why is he trying to give someone the murder weapon? I'm so confused. Shouldn't this still be somewhere in like an evidence locker? Why are we freely giving away just recently weapons that were used in murder? I'm so confused. She has the right expression. This Mia, she has the right expression here. Why are we giving away the murder weapon as a gift to celebrate you being cleared of guilty of the very murder that this object was used in? What is happening? Oh, I'm probably thinking way too much into this.
A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
It is, girl.
Actually, I made the clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Wow, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry?
Larry.
Are you sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not sympathizing. Really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh?
Oh yeah, right.
What the heck is she talking about? What are we talking about?
The statue, because she brought it with him? She brought it with her to Paris? I think it's... Yeah, because she had the matching statue, right? Take that! We're shoving it in his face. Take that! We're just shoving it all up in his face. Take it, Larry! Take that, Larry! Damn near hitting him on the head with the same one, with the other one. Take that! Oh! I guess we're just gonna have to go right back in, because it seems like I, might have committed another murder right here in the courtroom. It's a rather heavy, blunt object. Check this out, Larry. Positive proof you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. True. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am.
These animations, these like animations are so charming. This game is so charming so far, and I'm having a freaking blast.
Really, I am. Thanks.
I hope that made him feel a little bit better. Are we able to save yet?
Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you'll realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself.
It's so cheesy. I love it.
Right. Listen, learn, grow, be strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shouldn't we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Say about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
To innocent butts. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying a part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
Oh, she's sweet on him. Okay. Little romance going on, I guess. She has the hots for him, which that's his employer, which is kind of a little bit weird, but you know, fuck it, we ball. You know? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's great to have friends. I'm pretty sure it's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock that he gave me." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of yet another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh, the end. Ooh, cool. I hope that's not like the end of the actual game. Oh, okay. A new episode has been added. Saving the content. Save your progress to this point. Yes. There we go. Well, we finished the first one. Hey, I don't want to try to go to this one. Well, anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. This is a fun experience. I'm going to keep doing this series if y'all want me to. I kind of don't care. I'm actually having a fucking blast with this. So, yeah, Ace Attorney, Pheonix Wright, this is some fun shit. I'm really having fun with this. And if you've played these games, let me know your experience with them in the comments below. This is a really fun experience. I like trying things for the new time for the first time. So, yeah, I'm so hyped to keep playing this. And yeah, let me know your experiences, your thoughts with this series if you've played them. Shout out to the friend. I'm pretty sure it was Justine who introduced me or recommended it to me that I play these games. So, shout out to you. And yeah, I hope you all, if you've made it this far, hit the subscribe button. My name is Randomness. I talk about books, movies, TV shows. I'm doing gameplay now. I'm doing all kinds of content, so hit the like button, maybe. And yeah, maybe you'll join me for the next adventure. I love you all so much, and I hope you have the best day. Bye!